introduce Mayor Saffo. He has told me not to say much about him, but that he's the mayor. So I've left his bio up front, and the floor is yours, Mayor Saffo.
Well, good morning. I also want to recognize Councilmember Clifford Barnett that is also with us here from the City Council and has been a tremendous advocate for working with the EPA and the state environmental organizations in respect to taking care of our great river, the Cape Fear. I am Bill Saffo, and since 2006, I've had the great honor of serving as the mayor of Wilmington, North Carolina. I want to thank Cape Fear River Watch and the event organizers for the invitation to welcome you to the second annual event. And I must say, y'all have come up in the world. Cape Fear River Watch is looking good in here. And I just want to say thank you for doing that. So welcome to Wilmington. This is a city of great notoriety, a destination city known for its recreation, leisure, and hospitality, a culture vibrance, music, arts, and entertainment, and the heart of North Carolina's film industry, and home to a growing university. A welcoming city striving more and more every day to face up to our past and embrace the diversity that colors our present as well as our future. A thriving local community and a local economy, recently named to the top 10 for the best performing cities in America. But those in this room know that Wilmington is notorious for another reason. This is ground zero in the fight against PFAS contaminators. In the fight for environmental justice and in the fight for better science and better data so that we can make informed decisions on how to respond to this environmental crisis that's not only happening here in Wilmington, but throughout this country. As I look out to this group of researchers, activists, organizers, and policymakers, I want to open this conference by affirming that what you do matters. It is literally a matter of life and death. For generations upon generations, the Cape Fear River has been a source of life for southeastern North Carolina. Ecologically, biologically, economically, this river has been the lifeblood of this city and this region. It is our shared responsibility to protect and defend it on behalf of those who came before us, on behalf of those who rely upon it today, and on behalf of those who will come after us. 6 years ago, Gen X became a household name in this region when a local reporter broke the story about the contamination in the Cape Fear River from a chemical plant that is literally 100 miles upstream. From that moment, new partnerships emerged. Concerned residents, environmental advocates, the scientific community, the public health community, and all levels of government working together in a common cause. Last June, the city of Wilmington honored the reporter, Vaughn Haggerty, along with researchers Andrew Lindstrom, Mark Striner, Elijah Arevalo, May Sun, and Dr. Kanapi for their valuable contributions on this very important issue. Their work was vital for our community to be able to respond with policy action to protect public health. I'm proud of our community's swift work to bring online a new water treatment facility that removes PFAS from our drinking water so that the residents of Wilmington and all those served by the Cape Fear Public Utility Authority can have confidence that their drinking water is safe and clean. This local response represents a $56 million investment by this community to fix a problem that we did not create. And we will continue to fight in the courts to hold those responsible to that account. And it is extremely important that we continue that fight because it will be ongoing and long. This year, the Wilmington City Council voted unanimously to continue our official support for a strong and ongoing legislative and regulatory response to the discharge of chemicals that impair our waterways, air and drinking water, and to make polluters pay the cost of all of that cleanup. In March, we welcomed EPA Administrator Regan to UNC Wilmington, where he announced that the EPA would propose the first ever national standard to protect communities from PFAS contamination. Last month, myself and Councilmember Barnett met with officials from the EPA in Washington, D.C. about strengthening the federal response. I urge significant investments in research to increase our understanding of how PFAS harms both people and our environment. This is an ongoing fight, but I am encouraged that we are making strides. Conferences like this are vitally important to raise awareness and guide future research. We need more testing and more data to better understand the impacts of PFAS on public health and to inform a data-driven policy response. Guided by science, inspired by our devotion to environmental justice and equitable public health, and steadfast in our commitment to the Cape Fear region, river people, we will fight the good fight. On behalf of the City of Wilmington, welcome to the 2023 State of the River Conference. I want to thank you for being here and thank you for your partnership and to be faithful stewards of this great community and this great river. Thank you and welcome.